This is the Watchman on the 9th of March, and I want to speak about Tobago. I have always held a special place in my heart for Tobago, mainly because some of my relatives are from Tobago, and as a young man, I would go up there for holidays, and to me at that time, it was like the best period in my life. When I became an adult, and particularly as part of the police association, I had the opportunity to visit Tobago regularly. And generally, it was the highlight of my month whenever I had to visit Tobago to deal with police issues up there. And Tobago always made me feel like I was on holiday, even when I was working. And that is natural when one remembers that Tobago is still a tourist island. Still have pristine beaches, nice weather, friendly people, and generally a nice and safe atmosphere. But all of that is at risk of being destroyed by the poison of criminal activity that will come from Trinidad. Yes, I'm saying it. That Trinidad and the criminals and gun-toting bandits and drug dealers who operate in this sphere, and the other types of criminals, white collar and otherwise, that are now seeking new pastures, are eyeing Tobago and will destroy that beautiful island. So if the government of Trinidad and Tobago want to maintain Tobago in terms of a place where tourists can go, feel safe and talk well about the country, and where Trinidadians can go to relax and enjoy, then we must make strict rules and strict laws for Tobago. For example, if people need a visa to come to Trinidad, that doesn't automatically mean that you have a visa for Tobago. You have to get a specific visa to go to Tobago. Of course, I'm not talking about Trinidadians. I'm talking about foreigners. And of course, I'm also exempting those people from those countries that Trinidad has already decided do not need a visa. But everybody else should get a special visa to go to Tobago. That's what they do in Tanzania for people who want to go to Zanzibar. Don't feel that a Tanzanian visa will automatically allow you to step foot in the island of Zanzibar. No, that's not the way it operates. You have to apply. That's only one part. The major part for me is that Tobago should be declared to be a protected zone, a protected area in which if certain crimes are committed, it should carry double the fine and double the penalty. So, for example, you wouldn't have Trinidadians carrying their guns to Tobago, because if the penalty is 10 years for gun possession in Trinidad, in Tobago it will be 20. We have to be rigid about it. We have to say that certain crimes on Tobago soils, even committed by Tobagonians themselves, will attract more severe penalties. And I will tell you something. You will find that it is more Trinidadians that you will find committing these crimes, particularly with respect to hard drugs. I'm not talking about marijuana here. As you know, I have said before, I think that many aspects of marijuana should be now decriminalized. or even legalized that they have done in some states in America because of the new understanding of the nature of the drug. But the same doesn't apply to the other kinds of hard drugs like cocaine and heroin and meth and other types of serious drugs that are being created. They should not be allowed to reach, or if they reach, to spread and flourish in Tobago. Therefore, we should do like Indonesia and Singapore, where there is life imprisonment for drug smuggling and for certain other crimes. And that should happen with respect to Tobago. Frankly, I think we have missed the boat on Trinidad. It's actually too late for the island. But it's not too late for Tobago, if we want to maintain it. Of course, there was a mistake made in the past when they removed the Alien Landholding Act and caused foreigners to buy tracts of land in Tobago and houses that they never really invested in the island about. They used it as a way to bring their friends and pretend that they are investing whilst just making money from the island and using it as their little holiday resort. We have to go back and be sensible about what we allow people to do. For example, countries in the Caribbean here, like Antigua and St. Lucia and Grenada, have certain kinds of residency by investment policy that should really apply to Tobago in the same manner. Meaning that you have to invest money on the ground and maintain certain kinds I'm looking for the best word, existence, for want of a better term, to maintain what you have in Tobago. And then it does not mean that you automatically get the same thing in Trinidad. The time has come for us to decouple some of the issues of Tobago from that of Trinidad. Because let's be fair here and understand certain things. Trinidadians and Tobagonians see the world in different ways. Even when they work together in the police and in the army and so on, I can tell you from my own experience that Tobagonians are, in my opinion, much more serious, much more committed, and they don't take nonsense. Not as much as we do in Trinidad anyway. So, this is my opening shot in this matter, and I would outline, let me hear people's views as to the type of crimes and the penalties and the procedure that should be adopted for addressing Tobago as a protected island. Give it a protected status. I know this will be very controversial, and some people will talk about wanting to cause the island to secede and all of that nonsense. Hey, Tobagonians are already trying to secede because many of them believe that their best interests are not being served in Trinidad or by Trinidad, even though they have Tobagonians who have served as prime minister and as president. That should tell you something. But we need to protect the island from the criminals from Trinidad and elsewhere. And this is my view and my solution. Let me have a discussion on it.